Hey all you witches and beautiful spiritualists, it's me, Prosperity Witch Ellie, and welcome back. Welcome if you're new. So, to officially start this video, let me pose you guys a question. Why is it that in so many magical traditions, the first thing we are taught is not to manifest wealth or abundance in any of its forms, but rather how to protect ourselves? Okay, so the definition of protection magic, at least in my opinion, is this. Protection magic is the practice of using spiritual tools, rituals, or intentions to guard yourself, your space, or loved ones from harm, whether that's physical, emotional, or energetic. It's about creating a shield, essentially, that keeps unwanted energies or influences out and keeps your energy centered and strong to you. So here's the thing. From what I've noticed when I was thinking about this video, which I've been thinking about it for a while, so that tells me that this type of video is needed, is that protection, or even just protection magic overall, is often rooted in fear, paranoia, or even defensiveness. But again, in my personal opinion, it's actually about safeguarding yourself, your space, and in some ways, your practice so you can act from a place of strength. And think of it in a more mundane aspect when you're locking your door or even buckling yourself in before you get ready to drive. You are doing something small, but that something small is an act to protect yourself, or again, your loved ones or your space, from any mental, physical, or emotional harm. In many folkloric traditions, you have placing iron nails in and around the property. Of course, you have your household wards and your protective charms and talismans sewn into clothing. And in a more mythic context, you have, think of it like a warrior consecrating their armor before they go to a battle, or even a spirit like Hekate, for example. She is more so a guardian or a protector at thresholds and crossroads and things of that nature, whereas Apollo is an apotropic force against things like sickness, or even in a more metaphorical aspect, he is the protector of sacred truths. And not just in Hellenistic practices, but the universality of protection magic or even protective practices overall is found in a multitude of different cultures around the world. Okay, so when we talk about protection magic, when we just talk about protection overall, what are we protecting ourselves from? Again, it's not always about the big scary things. In essence, it's about daily life. We're protecting ourselves from negative energy that we pick up from others. We're protecting ourselves from psychic or spiritual energies that drain us, from bad luck or even harmful intentions. And sometimes, and I'm guilty of it, our own patterns that leave us feeling vulnerable. In essence, protection magic helps us create boundaries so we can stay centered, stay safe, and stay strong. And I'm getting a call. 1 second. Sorry about that, y'all. I actually got interrupted by a phone call from my friend B. Love you, B, if you're watching this. Anyway, let's get back into it. So let's talk about types of protection magic, or just types of protective practices. Okay, so for this part of the video, I have categorized it into 4 different types, or 4 different methods, that being the following. Okay, so the first type of protective practice that I have are your physical protective practices, that being things like charms, talismans, and even protective herbs, basically anything physical, anything tangible, things you can touch and see and interact with, that can all be used as methods to keep yourself safeguarded or whatever you're trying to keep safe. So number 2 on my list is energetic protection. That being things like setting up wards or casting circles, essentially like an energetic boundary. Okay, so number 3 on my list is emotional/mental protection. So technically this can fall into the energetic aspect, but I categorized it as different, that being shielding practices. Essentially, if you don't know what shielding is, it is creating a energetic bubble or barrier around yourself that either filters in and out certain types of energy or just blocks out certain types of energy overall. And to correlate with this, we have banishing intrusive thoughts and doing things such as affirmations. And the 4th and final thing on my list is your more spiritual types of protection. And in this category, think of it like spirits. So think of it like working with spirits, the greater dead, deities, ancestors, spiritual beings, for ongoing guardianship. Okay, so some practical methods or practical applications when it comes to protective magic are the following. So think like setting up wards around your home or your altar to create that more spiritual barrier and again, filter in certain energies and block out others. Another thing you can do is try carrying protective charms on you. So like keys or stones, bones. Essentially keeping these items on your person to interact with your energetic field. And on the more mundane side of things, you have daily boundary setting. This is gonna sound a little controversial, but in my opinion, saying no is a type of protection magic. And hear me out, you are actively telling someone or something, no, I don't wanna do this, or I don't wanna partake in such and such thing. When you say no, you are putting it out there that you do not want that type of energy, you don't want that type of interaction, thereby pushing it away from yourself. Was that a bit nuancy? I guess, but I still see value in it, so, you know, something I figured I'd share. So to answer my question at the very beginning of the video, why are we taught protection magic first in a lot of different cultures and practices? And that is because, in my opinion, it is a foundation that allows magical freedom without it leaking our own energy out, or worse, other people's energy seeping in and affecting us. Think of it like trying to build a house on shifting sand versus solid ground. The shifting sand, you're gonna get a lot of things changing, swaying, and affecting you versus the solid ground where it's stable, it's structured, and it provides a better foundation. Overall, in my opinion, protection magic should equal safety and empowerment and not distress, paranoia, or fear. And that's all I have for today. What are your guys' favorite forms of protection magic? What do you do? Do you cast circles? Do you wear protective charms or jewelry? What is your style of protection magic and how do you go about it? Let me know in the comments below. As always, y'all, I love making a conversation out of all the things that I talk about. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm a bit hungry, so gotta feed myself. But if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below anything and everything to do with protection magic or just protective energies overall. Share this video with anyone you may think needs it or just share it in general. And if you're new here, subscribe for more in the future. And as always, y'all, make wise choices, make delicious pizza, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.